The conversation delves into how collective hardships, like wars or disasters, forge unity and purpose, a stark contrast to modern life's comforts, which often lack these connections.
Yeah, I also found it pretty fascinating that when you were really young, you longed for something to go wrong so people would band together.
I was on a construction crew, and despite working with others, there was a yearning for tighter connections. Modern society has removed everyday danger, so people miss the clarity found in hardship.
The guest discusses historical examples, such as the Blitz in London, where communities became resilient forces against external threats.
During the Blitz, 30,000 people were killed, yet society unified. People slept in tube stations, put out fires, and dug through rubble together.
Remarkably, mental health issues decreased during these times, illustrating how shared adversity fostered community bonds.
Admissions to psych wards went down during the Blitz, but went back up after the bombing stopped. There was nostalgia for those days because people felt together.
The guest reflects on Sarajevo during the siege, noting how civilians long for the solidarity of war times despite the chaos.
Civilians in Sarajevo would say we missed the war because we were better people then. We took care of each other.
The host connects with similar sentiments from post-9/11 New York City, highlighting the temporary shift towards community.
Before and after September 11th, there was a very clear difference in behavior. It was a temporary community bond.
This discussion underscores a yearning for shared challenges. Even as modern life relieves daily hardships, it often leaves individuals longing for the unity and purpose that emerge in times of crisis. The discussion unfolds around how moving from a close-knit community to a more affluent, isolated neighborhood can negatively affect mental health. The guest highlights how such moves often correlate with increased risk of depression and even suicide.
Yeah, I have a buddy who moved from a tight-knit community to a big house and he's miserable.
That lifestyle is correlated with higher depression and suicide rates. It increases statistical risk.
The conversation touches on material possessions and their impact on happiness. The guest asserts that owning fewer things often results in more happiness.
Do you accumulate any material possessions?
Minimally. The less you have, the happier you are.
I always feel like once you get a boat, you're probably falling apart unless you're a fisherman.
The guest elaborates on the evolutionary perspective, explaining how resources once offered advantages for young men. However, in midlife without community involvement, they can lead to depression.
If you don't have a community and instead have possessions, you're dragging advantages into midlife that depress you.
The guest links this to celebrities and athletes who experience a similar struggle after acquiring wealth.
I wonder if that's the case with rappers from poor communities who gain wealth.
Athletes have the same problem. Retired athletes are at real risk